We doing, yo? Check this out. Comedian Andre Mulligan, Good Morning, C Student Podcast. We are here. We are doing it. And I just want everybody to know that I love y'all. And let's start this show. I February the 3rd, 2021. What is going on here in America? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm looking at the Gen X population, and one thing I want to talk about is a guy named Marcus Webster and Marcus Weber. And Marcus Weber is out here in California. His rap name is Little, what is it? Uzi Marcus. So this is a situation. This is why I wonder about Generation X. So he live streamed himself where he had murdered two women, and he live streamed himself with their bodies in the video. And he was on there saying, hey, this is the last time y'all gonna see me. This is the last time y'all gonna see me. This is a 29-year-old African-American male that murdered two women, 127, 115 out here in California. And when you look at stuff like that and you wanna most of y'all getting caught because y'all not only snitching on yourself, but the fact that y'all live streaming it. Y'all are live streaming. So many people are being live streamed and murdered and shot. And you think, what the hell is going on? But who is raising these kids? Who's raising these kids? Do you not see trauma and problem within your kids? And I know, hey, trust me, I understand. It is hard out here trying to raise a kid. I do. But you telling me what is wrong with these young black men out here to where the fact that we are out here literally consistently murdering people? Murdering. Not all. Now, look, trust me. They got it on the white side. I'm pretty sure. But I don't never hear. I never really hear, maybe every now and then, you might look through the paper and you'll see it, but it is so stagnant that the numbers of African-American males that are going into the penitentiary system, going to the jail system, going to the morgue, what the hell? Is there a stock market? Is there a market? Is there a market by how many black lives are getting murdered on her? Are we lacking? But also, when I mean murder, I'm not even just talking about the fact of murdering and going to the grave. I'm talking about going straight to the penitentiary. Why are we continuing to have this feeder system? I think we need to make it mandatory that young black males get psych evaluation, because a lot of us suffer from PTSD. A lot of us suffer from rape. A lot of us been tortured, we've been destroyed, we've been beat up and eaten, and society is against us. So who do you look at? We looking at Marcus? Are we looking at his parents? Are we looking at the system? Who do we tag on and say there should be no reason why we have so many 16 to 30-year-old black males that are going to jail? This is consistently, this is not just now, this is a consistent feeder system that we are continuously going through. How can that be? How can that be that a young black man can get on television and basically social media, and videotape himself with two women dead in his video? It doesn't, that don't sound right. I don't even think nobody would even consider doing nothing like that. Not only is it stuck and is left on social media and on people's mind, but you're like, wow, is Generation X that creative to where they now are showcasing their murders and their bodies? We can sit there and we can argue, because we also have to look at the fact of the football player, and I'm sorry I forget a lot of people's names. And one thing as a radio host, you definitely don't want to continue to mess up people's names and things like that. But there's a player that he beat up his girlfriend, and he beat up his girlfriend. This guy 6'7", and they said they had to subdue him. And they literally shocked him several times, but they did not kill him. They did not try to kill him. They didn't like you. The way I look at it is that why do we continue to try to compare? Why do we continue to try to compare the fact that the cops and that everybody else is not going to be treated the same way we're being treated? So when we look at Chad Wheeler, right? A lot of people look at Chad Wheeler and they ask themselves, why is it that Chad Wheeler was taken into custody and not arrested, and he beat up his girlfriend, and all these things happen, and we know. All right, we know. We understand. We do. We understand. We know that white America is never going to treat white young kids like they treat African Americans, and that don't matter at any level. It doesn't matter at any age. I was so surprised on the Capitol building when the guy shot the lady trying to get through the glass, but it was like they were not surprised by it. You know what I'm saying? It was like they put some woman there that she had no reason being there because no one was surprised. Nobody was like, oh, they shooting. Nobody ran, nobody moved. When they shoot where I'm from, people are like, oh, hey, they shooting. Go. Why is it that this man shot this lady through the neck, through the glass of the Capitol building, and nobody reacted about running away? Nobody ran away? You telling me your balls are still like that? I'm in here without a gun, and I know they just killed somebody next to me. I'm going. Hey, they shooting, yo. Hey, they shooting. Let me get up out of here. We're always going to be treated differently, but at the same time, the people that ran into the Capitol building, regardless of them being Trump supporters or not, that color to America, they have been exempt from all the trials that they have done. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody still checking white kids because of Timothy McVeigh. Ain't nobody checking and say, hey, Timothy McVeigh went to the Capitol and World Trade and just blew the damn thing. Like nobody ain't looking at that. Nobody don't care about that. No one's looking at a white man that went into Las Vegas 2 years ago and shot and killed 52 people and murdered thousands. You know what I'm saying? Like murdered hundreds. I don't know if he murdered hundreds, but I'm pretty sure he shot more than one. We had the bikers in Texas that got into a gunfight that all were taking out just like, hey, come on, guys. Y'all have to put down the guns. And they brought all these motherfuckers in with no problem. But I remember a young black girl that they had went to a pool party in Texas. They got their ass beat by the cops trying to go to a pool party. To a pool party? Y'all whooping little kids? We can continue to try to compare and say, hey, black lives this and white lives this, but at the same time, black people, we have to get our own selves in check. We have to get our own culture in check. In order for people to take us serious, we have to take ourselves serious. Which means number one, we have to stop the don't snitching policy has to go out the window. We have to be like, hey, it don't matter what it is. If somebody do something, they go to jail. But also at the same time, we have to get to mental health when it comes to African American males. We have to get these kids counseling. We have to get them mental health. That's the one thing that protects a lot of these white kids is that they have a history of psychological problems. So when they go to trial, they don't have to pretend to be crazy and nutcases and stuff like that. They have a history of taking Adderall, of taking antidepressants, of taking those things. Their parents and things try to get them help, regardless of whatever. They just put them on it. So when you look at Chad Wheeler, they have a history. They said, hey, this kid has been messed up. He's been bipolar for years. He forgot to take his medication. I'm sorry, Chad. We're going to get Chad the help he needs. Black kids don't get that option. The reason why black kids don't get that option because we're not giving them mental health. We're not putting them in there. And yes, hey, I understand you don't want to put your kids on medication. Hey, I understand. But if you see a sign in your kid that something is not right, go see. Go see what's wrong with them. It is nothing wrong with getting your child mentally checked to see where their stability is, to see where they at. It's kind of weird that every kid, damn near every black male has autism. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they probably would have said I had some shit like that, but I guess I changed. But every kid back then, they used to say we were bipolar or we have autism. We had something. This is when they really was trying to push the medication out. It was crazy because the ass whooping in the black community fixes a lot of those things, but it's a different people. It's a different. We African Americans, we go off ass whoopings, and then what happened is they took ass whoopings that was given to Black America by the slave owners, the ass whooping, and they took that away from Black America. And what do you have? You have black on black violence to the highest level. Because now African Americans don't want to whoop their kids' ass. They don't want to discipline their kid. Ass whooping, my mom beating my ass is the reason why I'm not in penitentiary. The only reason why I am not in penitentiary is because my mama beat the bullshit out of me. She whooped my ass. I said, thank you, mama. Thank you. I'm not upset. Sometimes I look at the turmoil and I look at the trauma that went with the ass whooping because my mom used to whoop me so much she would take smoke breaks. She would literally go out. I'll be back. You look out the window, out the door. She said, "I'm coming back in there," and come back and beat me and my brother's ass. We could hide under the bed. She pointed us out. Whoop us, hide in the closet. Ass whooping time is ass whooping time. But you're gonna learn from your mistakes. You're going to learn to stop doing it. Now, I can say, I know what people going to say, hey, you shouldn't hit your kids. Hey, don't beat your kid. Ass whooping are killing. Ass whooping are murder. You know what I'm saying? My mama beat the bullshit out of me and my brother. She was like, no, I'm whooping your ass. I remember this. I remember when I was going through my problem. And I remember them trying to put me in anger management when I was in the 9th grade. I was going to Iroquois High School in Louisville, and they tried to put me in anger management. And the only reason why they was trying to put me in anger management because I had just gotten this fight with this dude named Dwight. And then I had another fight with this white dude. Then I had another fight with this black dude. Then I had another fight. And they was like, man, what is going on, Andre? Why are you in here fighting? I was like, man, I'm poor. I was like, I got holes in my shoes and I don't have money right now. My mom's on drugs real bad. I'm barely making it. And they riding on me. They talking about me and they coming at me wrong. And I'm like, I'm okay with jokes, right? But don't touch me during my joke. If my shoe got a hole in it, don't touch my goddamn holy shoe. Leave my shoe alone. That is the rules when you roasting. Don't touch me. Talk about me, but don't goddamn touch me. And when they touch me, bam. And I had cats that sent cats to fight me. This is one thing I'm so glad of. All the cats I got in the fight. John, Aubrey, Steve, Dwight, Rashino, like all these cats that I got in a fight with. Big Kwanzaa, all y'all. Big Jill, Lee. Everybody remember Lee? She used to fight all the dudes in the hood. Everybody, all the people that fought me, try to bully me, all the cats that pulled out guns on me, been shot one time. I made it through all the bullshit. Yo. And it's not that hard. But at the end of the day, the reason why I made it through the bullshit is because my mom beat my ass. From the, like, my mom used to whoop me all the time because everything we did, we got our ass whooped. We did everything. It don't matter what it is. If we forgot to take the garbage out, ass whooping time. Forgot to wash the dishes, ass whooping time. Make the bed up, ass whooping time. It was like goddamn song. It's ass whooping time. It's ass whooping time. It's ass whooping time. Hey, ass whooping time. Hey. And our ass whoopings was like get ass naked ass whooping. It wasn't just like, oh, you get whooped with your clothes on. Oh no, you got to get prepped for that ass whooping. You got to take your clothes off, and you just stand there. You just stand there. Mama used to be like, take your clothes off. Oh, you want to see my dick, mama? Like, can I keep my drawers on? Nope. Take everything off. And then you will get whooped as you take your clothes off. Take it off. You're taking it off too slow. I don't want to take it off. And you're getting your ass whooped the whole time. But it was a bigger picture, yo. My mom saved me. My mom saved my brother. She saved me because we were living in the hood of Louisville, Kentucky. I lived off 43rd and Market. I lived in Shagbark Apartments in Louisville. I lived in Clarksdale. I lived in fucking Shepherd Square. I lived in Iroquois. I lived in Newburgh growing up. I lived off Rangeland, Gilmore Lane, fucking Shanks Lane. Boxell. I lived everywhere in Louisville, Kentucky. I lived every single side of the coin throughout Louisville. We lived everywhere. That was just our family. You know what I'm saying? Like we weren't from projects. I didn't know what the damn projects was until I got to like 8, 9 years old. Because we really never went. When we went, I got pictures. I never knew it was a project because my poorer family lived in the projects. We didn't live in the projects. We lived in houses. We grew up out in Newburgh, all the way up to Alba Way, Redondo Circle. We in Redondo Circle, then Alba Way. I caught the house on fire. We moved to Cleveland. Me and my brother moved to Cleveland. My mom moved us back. We lived off Alba Way. After we moved from Alba Way, we ended up moving to Springfield, which is off St. Andrew's Church Road, which is weird because years later, that's why I got shot in my head at. And you would think like, oh, this is a suburban neighborhood. I got shot years later in my head. I shouldn't even been happy. But I've lived everywhere. And what I would tell you is that one of the things my mom never did is she never gave up at all, especially when it came to me. With my brother, I think my mom gave up because she knew he was going to be good. She really knew my brother was going to be good. My brother was not like me. And what I mean by like me, people always try to really, 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 really hurt me when we fought. That was the thing. That's why I was known for like knocking like I had to knock a dude out. Like it was no, like in Louisville, most cats, when we fought, we had to knock cats out. We can't really fight. We can't really fight. You gotta somebody gotta get knocked the fuck out. Somebody do. And the reason why, because that stops the bullshit. If y'all just fight, they like, okay, I'm gonna get him later. But when you knock a nigga out, he no longer fucks with you, dog. He literally no longer fucks with you. So we had like a lot of cats and a lot of people tell you, dog, it was no like we just gonna fight. No, man, nigga, I'm knocking this nigga out right now. That's what you have to do. Y'all not teaching these boys how to fight. Not only fight, y'all not teaching them how to fight with their emotions and fix that shit, because some of the stuff is self-help. Some of the stuff is telling your boys that you love them. It is a very simple thing. Love can help a lot. A lot of y'all don't understand that it's free love out here. You have to love on these boys, ladies. Y'all have to love these boys, but love them as a man, and don't baby them like they little bitches, but really, really love them. You mean so much more than what you think, baby. You mean so much more than what you think. You are fucking valuable to this family. You're valuable to our legacy. You are valuable to me. You are my black son, and you are a young king, and you need to reach your throne. So I need you to get your shit together. And I know it's hard out here. And I know it, but a lot of these things are because you're making it hard, young brother. You are making it hard. You have to talk to your son, ladies. You have to talk to these boys and tell them, especially young black men, talk to them. There's no reason for you to put your hands on nobody unless they touch you. Let them talk. Let them do whatever. But as long as they don't put their fucking hands on you, just leave the situation alone. If you can't leave it alone, if you don't want to leave the situation because you feel you're a punk, leave because you don't want to fucking die or go to jail or get in trouble or get into it over some bullshit. But also, ladies, y'all have to teach these young men how to be fucking men. Bruh, it ain't worth all that. We good. We good. Fuck it. Shake, let's walk. Shake, let's walk. All right, check this out, yo. We getting into it, my nigga. Let's box. Let's box. Hey, when you get on the ground, no kicking you in your face. Get back up. We box it out. We good. Find y'all OG around. Say, hey, man, this nigga don't get along. We need a box. That's what we need in the hoods. We need a little place where little OG's gonna come in and say, hey, look, y'all two don't get along. Y'all need to box it out real quick. But ain't no shooting. Ain't none of that bullshit. We gonna fight it out and we gonna leave it alone, yo. That's what we're doing. Ain't no more guns. Ain't none of this old bullshit. We go to guns. We going to war somewhere overseas. But when we here, we going to fight it out like man, and we going to leave that shit alone. And everyone needs a common ground. And that's what y'all have to do. That's what you have to interpret. My cousin, Ontario Henchy, T-Dog, he will bring us in the middle. Hey, cuz, I remember I was running from some cats because it was like 20 dudes trying to jump me. Called my brother, hey, T-Dog, Mark, man, they trying to jump me, bruh. My cousin walked out. He was from the projects. We from the suburbs. I used to fight cats in the suburbs all the time. We were fighting all the time because we came from something totally different. My mom raised me and my brother a special way that a lot of people don't understand how my mom raised me and my brother. It's a fucking special formula that she did. No matter what her turmoil was, my mom had a fucking like that Phil Jackson black magic. I'm going to make sure my kids are good. And she did that. And I remember when Terry walked out the front and he said, yo, which one of y'all want to fight my little cuz? Which one of y'all want to fight little cuz? And like 5 dudes like, I want to fight him. I want to fight him. He said, all right, he going to fight all y'all one-on-one. Let's go. And I got out there and I started knocking niggas out. Pow! Next dude, come on. Pow, pow. Next dude, come on. Pow, pow. And the more niggas I beat up, the less niggas wanted to fight me. But it came to, I used to not like to fight because my cousin them, and I've been in martial arts and boxing my whole life. I didn't want to fight nobody. I know what I could do. It wasn't even about that. I was a young little scrawny kid. Y'all can look at my pictures. But I had hands on me. I did not know how good of a fighter I was until I knocked the dude out Bullitt County for calling me a nigga. And I didn't even know what nigga was. I just didn't know it was. I was like, wow. And the thing about it, I beat the dude up. I like I said, I just hit him twice. I didn't beat him up. I was just like, pow, pow. Now, good. I'm good. A lot of people don't understand how important martial arts is and how important boxing is, especially in a young black kid's life. Put your kids in boxing, put them in a martial arts, give them that, ladies. Give your kids a fighting chance. And what I mean by fighting chance is a discipline to not fight. A discipline to try to control their emotions. That's the best thing that y'all ladies and y'all fathers is stepping in. The best thing that you can do to a young black man right now is put them in boxing or put them in martial arts. Put them in something that will help them control their emotions. Not football, not basketball. We understand football, basketball. Yes, we understand that. It's typical shit. Put them in something that will help them control their anger because it's so hard. It is so hard out here. And a lot of y'all might not understand the focus and this, but the difference between comes out. And it gets that anger out, that blocking, all that stuff. Get your kids into a trade where they not only can learn to protect themselves, but protect the biggest thing, which is their anger. How to release that anger, not in a negative way, but in a positive way, to see things. And y'all can laugh and say, oh, karate don't work. Karate works so much, it might not work when it comes to fighting all the time if you don't know what you're doing. But mentally, psychologically, it will teach you how to control yourself, how to be smarter, how to walk away. Ladies, we have to teach these young black men to walk away, but walk away without the fear that they are going to be shot or killed. Be a man. The be the man part is not just be a man and fight it out. It's be a man and talk this shit out, bro. Not yell it out, but get that shit out, bro. Look, I don't know why we don't like each other, but it ain't worth this shit. We can be blood crib, we can be thug, whatever, goon. We can be GD folk. We can be any of that. But at the end of the day, we not gonna kill ourselves, bro. I don't want mama to mourn over you. I don't want your mom more. I don't hate you that much, young dude. And that's what, as a man, and I tear up because I had to have that conversation with a nigga who didn't like me. And the reason why he didn't like me had nothing to do with it. It was because a girl liked me that liked him. And I was like, bro, I don't even like her. I'm not about to fight you over a girl that I don't know nothing about, bro. That we have to save our black kids. You know, we have to really get out here and save these young black men, man, because it hurts me to sit here and look and say, wow. What are y'all not looking at these numbers of how many African American males are dying? Why are we still talking about it? Why ain't we fixing it? I don't give a shit about Black Lives Matter protests about the cops. We are killing we first. We got COVID out here killing people, and us, we shooting each other. What the fuck? Why? What is it? I don't know where this hate come from. And we can say, oh yeah, the Willie Lynch mentality. We can say it's systematic racism. What the fuck are you doing, really? You talking about this shit or you fixing it? What we doing? Are we talking or we doing? What the fuck are we doing, yo? Oh, y'all out there protesting and marching because the police shooting niggas? But y'all ain't fucking doing them with these young black men out here shooting each other. Y'all ain't protesting and marching. Y'all ain't doing all. Matter of fact, y'all supporting them. Matter of fact, y'all out here buying their records. Matter of fact, y'all out here buying this bullshit. Shit don't ain't selling unless they talking about killing another black man. Why? And y'all continue to support that? Y'all continue to support these black men that are making these records about murdering each other and selling to the black community and destroying the black community. But yet alone, y'all love this. I ain't gonna lie. I love it. I love the music. I love it. It's good, dog. But wow. Why is it that we gotta love the negative? We love the negative. Like at first I was okay with the drug dealers. Cool. But when they got to talking about killing niggas, it went from hating niggas to really, I'm gonna murder you, nigga. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna bury you in a fucking grave. I'm gonna pick you up and I'm gonna throw hot water on you. Sign him. That's what we signing? That's what we doing? That's what y'all doing, Def Jam? That's what you doing, Sony? That's what you doing, Jive Records? That's what you doing, Uptown? That's what y'all doing? Is that what it's about? Y'all about making y'all literally looking at the system and y'all saying, hey, we are going to help with the persecution and destruction of the black man by promoting violence against them, by promoting violence against a culture of people that have been for years systematically oppressed, systematically destroyed, systematically just obsolete when it came to funding. They have put so much money into the Black Lives Matter movement. It is crazy. But what is going into the black community? Why are we putting more boys and girls clubs out there? Why ain't we out there opening up these programs, but yet alone y'all out here preaching and y'all going to church and y'all like this, but the fucking churches ain't opening up their churches to just regular kids, not the Christian kids, regular kids. Regular kids. I'll say this and I'll put this on note, and I will go to city council in every single one of y'all states and say the same thing. I believe that any church, not only just black churches, if you have a huge number of unemployment or gang violence or just violence in your community, you are going to be taxed as a church until you help bring down that violence in your community and that unemployment in your community. And what that means is you need to start having more after school programs for young kids. You need to start offering tutors through your church. Since you are exempt through the state, you have to offer training. You have to offer discipline, studies. I will be on the church. I'll be on them. And if y'all go to church, y'all need to hold y'all churches by the nail. Say, hey, I'm not tidying nothing until y'all really open up a program that's going to help the young black kids around our community. I'm not buying and I'm not tidying anything. And I guarantee if y'all keep going to y'all church and y'all don't tithe and y'all don't give nothing, I bet you they change the way they act. They gonna get up there. Y'all keep coming to church. Y'all coming out here to church and y'all want to tithe. Y'all want to help the pastor. But what about our fucking community, pastor? Y'all coming around here. I say this about St. Stephen's, Canaan Baptist Church. I say this about First Gethsemane Baptist Church, Bates Church in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm calling y'all out. Y'all ain't shit. I'm calling y'all out. Y'all ain't doing nothing for the community. Yeah, y'all doing stuff for the churches and y'all buying up the real estate around there. Y'all getting rich. Yeah, y'all doing that. Y'all fuck the little hoes throughout your church congregation. Yeah, I know. I seen it. I talked to people. I know. Trust me, I know. A lot of their wives used to come to my mail reviews and stuff like that. So I know this. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all ain't doing nothing for the community. I ain't talking about getting out there marching and doing all this shit. I'm talking about community active programs. I'm talking about opening up them boys and girls clubs and giving young black kids a after school program to do. This is the thing where a lot of people don't understand how important the after school program was. The community center in the hoods were open up from 2:20 all the way to 9 o'clock every single day except for the weekends. And on the weekends in the morning from 8 o'clock to 1 o'clock, they had a basketball, football, soccer, a Muhammad Ali program. We had something in the community for kids to do. When I got out of school at 2:20 or at 2 o'clock, in Louisville is 2:20. So when you get out at 2:20 or 3 o'clock, first thing you do is you stop at the community center, you check in. Hey, I'm going home real quick. You go home, you come back, you start playing pool, you do your homework, you go play basketball. Then you have practice. You need to have practice at school or you have practice at the community center. But this is a good thing about the community center program. Let me tell you, after 5 o'clock, when you think all shit are open, nope. Mr. Bentley and Ms. Barber, all of them will still keep the community center open from 5 to about 9, 8:39. We'll do karate. We do late night basketball. We'll do a late soccer game or something like that. We had stuff to do from that hour, from 2 till 9, 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. For 7 hours, we had something to do. So the only kids that were really out there doing bullshit were the kids that were really selling drugs, the kids that were really doing bullshit. But the majority of the kids had something to do. Y'all can't expect people to go out here and try to work a full-time job and try to raise kids by themselves. Government, you have to open up these programs. But how the fuck y'all out here giving money to Black Lives Matter and they not doing nothing for the black community? If you want to fix the black community, teach discipline, teach proactive things. Open up the funding. The funding channel should be very simple. If y'all give into the Black Lives Matter movement, the Black Lives Matter movement need to be looking out at the community center saying the money's going to come through us, but we're going to fund it to the black community. If they the voice right now, I used to look at this. I used to look at Al Sharpton. I used to look at the Rainbow Coalition, and this is just learning about them. Not I wasn't marching with these niggas. I was just learning about them. They never opened up community outreach programs. That's why the Black Panther Party was so fucking amazing, yo. They were teaching discipline. They was teaching active. They was out there feeding kids. They had the after school programs. They was giving kids breakfast, stoplights. We were taking care of we. Look, man, the government ain't gonna help us. What we gonna do? We gonna fix ourselves, but also at the same time, we gonna be out here trying to do it. That's what Nipsey Hussle was about. That's what Nipsey was doing. He was like, hey, yo, y'all got this. That's what Snoop Dogg does with the program, where he put these kids in football, keep them there, but also he's trying to work with the city. Y'all talk a lot of shit. Y'all sitting up here and y'all talking. Y'all act like y'all really gonna do something. Y'all about that life. A lot of y'all ain't really out there about that life. That's why I ain't give a shit about the Black Lives Matter protest. I didn't care about it. It's good, yeah, it's good. But I had my ass beat up by the police in 2012 in Louisville, Kentucky. Andre Mulligan versus the LPD in Louisville, Kentucky. And I asked for a protest. I asked for a march, but you know, son, I didn't get killed. That's why people didn't give a shit. Oh, blood has to be shed for us to give a shit, right? Blood have to be shed for us to give a shit. I said this. The guy put his knee in my back and my neck. I couldn't breathe. When he beat me up and they grabbed me and put me in a hubble tie and threw me on my stomach in the cruise, I turned around and said, "Yo, punk ass police." He jumped inside. Wayne Kapowski and Timothy O'Daniels are the two officers out of Louisville, Kentucky. Timothy O'Daniels is still a police officer in Louisville, Kentucky. Wayne Kapowski is somewhere in Texas being a police officer, but they still got their job. Nobody gave a shit about it. People are even charging me for the video of me getting my ass whooped by the cops. And that's the reason why I lost the case. And I missed the statute of limitation, and I end up having to sue my attorney because my attorney was working with the prosecutor in Louisville. But I talked about that all the time. When Terrence Newby in Louisville got shot running down the alley in Louisville, Kentucky, I went to the city council. I staged a protest in the march. I went to Canaan, St. Stephen, First Gethsemane, Base. Everything. I had 5 people show up. Black people don't give a shit if people ain't dying. They don't give a shit. If they ain't dying, they don't care. Oh yeah, your political rights, but this is a reoccurring issue, yo. They've been whooping niggas and killing niggas for years. We know this. I'll say this. For every one person that a cop kills, every one black male that a cop kills, 250 black males are killing black males in the same fucking day. 1 in 250, we got one cop killing one African-American male every now and then, and I understand the cause. They are the ones in power. They're the ones that need to be protecting us. I respect that. I understand that. Those are the people. Yeah, we know that bullshit. Only stupid black people are out here talking about, oh, but the cops are killing us. What about us? What about us? When are we going to start talking about us killing us? When is that real conversation going to do? Because I lied to it. I went on Jesse Lee Patterson's show and was like, oh man, niggas ain't out here killing niggas like that, nigga. But I wasn't looking at my city. I wasn't looking at my city. I was just looking, he was talking about Chicago. I was like, well, Chicago. Right? That's what we say. Oh, well, that's Chicago. Oh, that's LA. But what about everywhere else, yo? We okay, Chicago, and nobody cares. Common, Kanye West. Why ain't y'all going out doing a live aid for black community, putting on a music festival to save the black community? If y'all see the government's not doing it, Jay-Z, if y'all gonna sit up here and y'all gonna do 97, what is it, Hot 97, Summer Jam, why don't y'all do that for the black community to put funding in the black community to feed the schools, to have after school programs to do that. Yeah, we'll fund your music project, but what are you doing? We are so fucking backwards. We are so lost. We are. We're lost. And we're not going to make it. And we have to fix the problems within our culture. And we don't fix the problems within our cultures. We're going to look at people like Marcus Weber, who killed 2 females who was tased, shot at, and everything as a black male that murdered 2 girls. And we're going to look at Chad Wheeler, that was a football player, 6'7" white football player, to beat the hell out of his girlfriend that was 6'7", 300 pounds. It took 3 officers to subdue him. They didn't shoot him with rubber bullets. They tried to tase him. Oh my God, don't hurt him. Leave him alone. Black person, we know this. But we have a history of real violence, yo. That's the way they have shown black males in America that we are the predator. And the fact about it is that they see us as a predator, but we don't see ourselves as a predator, but yet alone we are killing ourselves. We are killing ourselves. A lot of y'all women, y'all encourage the bullshit within your kids. I am one of these people that when my son was talking to 2 girls, I said, man, nope, that ain't happening. You gonna pick one. You gonna pick one, son. You ain't about to do this. You ain't about to date 2 girls, not on my watch, because I done the bullshit. I'm not gonna do this. Everything that I did that I knew was bullshit, I made sure my son does not do it. And to this day, he doesn't do it. He do everything positive that his dad does. I just pulled up a videotape of my son doing a podcast because I used to do a podcast when I first started back in Louisville in 2010. And he was doing it. And my niece was doing, my little cousin was doing it. And then I stopped and their life changed. Kids are looking at you to be a role model as a parent. Kids are looking at you to be a role model as an uncle or an auntie. They are looking at you. So if you're not doing right, they're not going to want to do right. It is a family and community problem that we have to fix. You have to fix your internal problem, and we have to fix our environment in our community, because these young kids aren't making it out the community anymore. They are dying in our communities. They are in our hands dying. Sometimes the police don't even have to worry about policing us because we police ourselves and kill ourselves. And then we leave the killers alone. We don't bother the killers. We know who the killers are. You know who the killers are out here. You know the crazy loony don't got nothing going right for themselves, and none of y'all are stepping forward trying to help these kids out. If you want to do your job as an adult, try to save a life. That's what you can do. You don't have to sit there and talk about what the government's not doing, what they're not doing with the programs and stuff like that. You do it. You mobilize and start doing it. You open up your voice. You fix your household first. And you go fix every single household. What happened to mamas talking to mamas? Girl, your fucking son, bring their ass over. What are y'all doing? We not doing this. That's what women used to do. Hey, your son and my son got a problem. Let's talk. I don't want you. Y'all got to go to school together. Y'all got to play together. That's what women used to say in the fucking 80s and 90s. Y'all got to play together. And you hated the fact that your mama talked to somebody else about y'all getting into it. Mama, don't go over. Bring your ass on. Hey, they getting into it, man. Shake hands. Shake hands. All right, man, we good now. And that was it. Man, he went over and told my mama, dog. Mama was a powerful thing, yo. A black mama? I don't know about anybody else's mama. But the respect for the black woman when it came to raising the black kids was a voice. Ooh, y'all ain't about to be out this motherfucker fighting. No, y'all not. Not out here. No, y'all not. Black women used to control the neighborhood like the police. Get y'all ass in the house. I'm calling your mama. Hey, your son out here selling dope. Y'all out here breaking bottles. They out here acting silly. Where the kids at? Oh, they over playing basketball. They knew every word. Every word. Women used to really talk, not talk about men fucking everybody, not talking about the bullshit. They used to talk about communicating. Where the kids at? Oh, they at the park. Hey, they look around. Hey, is Sean around there? Hey, your mama said get your ass around there. Y'all about to eat. Mama will embarrass you. Mama was a strong word in the black community. So women, we know that the black man ain't being around like that. We know that. Cool. This shit is on you. This is on you. This ain't on the black man. You have the more influence in your kid's life. If the daddy ain't around, so motherfucker, you knew he wasn't shit when you was laying down with him. You knew he wasn't gonna be with you while y'all was fucking. You knew this, and you still stay with his raggedy ass, and it's your fault. But yeah, we can't make this man get up and all of a sudden start taking care of his kid because you don't want to be with him or whatever y'all fucking problem is. But you need to get your kids together. Fuck him. What you telling me as a woman you can't really raise a young man? You're telling me you can't raise a man, but yet alone you want to be equal? Yet alone you want to do this, but black men, young black men are dying on your watch, black women. They on y'all. Yeah, come on, man. Your daddy wasn't in your life, so we know most of the time a man wasn't going to be in your life. Don't play that bullshit. Quit acting like it's something new that men aren't in their kids' life. This ain't new. We know this. We know this. It's been here. My daddy wasn't in my life. Your daddy wasn't in your life. Your mama daddy wasn't in her life. You know how men work. You know the system. You know that we have been thrown in jail. You know that the world is against us. So you knew that when you was laying down with this no good ass nigga, that he was going to be no good at the end of the day. You knew that the statistics of him staying in your child's life was a 6,500% thing. You knew that. You knew it. You knew it was on a D level. You knew it. You knew you was going in there with a low C. It wasn't a B. It wasn't an A plus. It wasn't a pass. You knew that it was possibility if you told this man you were pregnant, he was going to leave you alone. And you know this. You knew when you told this man you didn't want to fuck him anymore, he was not going to mess with that child. You knew that. You knew that. You can see it while you laying down and open your legs up to him. You know that this man's not going to be in your life. But you're alone. He ain't doing that for his kids. But you knew that. You knew he wasn't going to stay. But you fucked him anyway. You opened your legs to him anyway. He was a no good ass man and you still open your legs anyway. But now you didn't put a kid out here that's going to die young because you are focused on some dick and you ain't focused on raising your goddamn son. Yeah, take it. Take it. Take that pressure. Take that bullshit. Take it. I'm sorry. Am I touching? Am I hurting? Am I taking it there? Yes, I'm taking it there. It's your fault, ladies. Step your fucking game up. You control the narrative. You control man and you control your kids. If a man's not treating you the way you're supposed to be treated, it's your motherfucking fault. Because you allow it. You allow it. If this man's not taking care of his kids, it's you that's not powerful enough to go to that motherfucker and be like, look, I don't give a fuck what you doing. Get your ass over there and help your fucking son out. And you will embarrass him. Talk to his mama, talk to his grandmama, talk to his daddy, talk to his cousins, talk to his brothers, and make them understand that he's not taking care of his kid. Make the family put pressure on. Man, get over and take care of your motherfucking son, dog. Get over and take care of your daughter, dog. That's what you do as a woman. Talk to his mama. Talk to his daddy, talk to his brothers, his homies, and everything. Because one thing I will tell you is that real black men don't fuck with black men that don't take care of their fucking kids. We will tell a nigga in the second, bro, hey, I can't fuck with you, my nigga. You don't even take care of your kids, bro. Get out of here. You have to be smart, ladies. You can't do it by yourself. You need a real man involved, not just checking in, not just in, hey, you doing what's up? You need a man that is willing to put the work in that you doing. And if you don't do that, you are going to lose your son. Do you not understand what is at risk here? Your son is going to die if you do not step in and put a real fucking man in your kid's life. Your granddaddy, a mentor, put your kids in boxing, fucking stop buying liquor, stop buying weed, stop doing bullshit. Take that money and invest into an after-school program, a tutor, a counselor, a therapist for your son. If your kids are out here doing bullshit, but you out here posting up, talking about popping bottles, going to Vegas, turn up, but your fucking kids are dying, you stupid. You stupid. I don't like to call people stupid and dumb, but how the fuck you gonna turn up if you can't even turn up your son's life and making sure that he gonna make it? That's the best fucking turn up you can get. That's the best celebration that you can get, is celebrating another year of your child being on this earth. A mother is not only just a protector, but a mother's going to do everything in her way to make sure that her son and her daughter lives, eat, and has the best that she can do. That's a mom. Daddy's is a fucking Rolling Stone. You can find them. If you can open your leg and fuck a man, you can bring a man around to raise your kids as a discipline. Not raise them as a father, but raise them as a discipline. You can get a man in your life. If you can make a fucking OnlyFans page, if you can make a Twitter, Instagram page, you telling me you can't fucking make a page and help people save your goddamn child? Yeah, y'all can talk. Y'all can talk. Y'all can talk about how men are. Y'all can continue to do that. Y'all can continue to do that. Or you can take some fucking ownership for you, for what you done. What is it wrong with you? And why is it that your son don't want to listen to you? What are you doing? How are you talking to your son? How are you talking to this young black man? What is making him go out there and fight anyway? What is making him go out there and being aggressive? What is making him do it? How's the fucking home life? Listen to your fucking child. A lot of y'all talk. Y'all talk. That's all y'all do. Y'all talk. But y'all ain't teaching. Y'all ain't listening to your kids. Y'all out there talking. Womp, 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 womp. It's like fucking Charlie Brown. They never did anything that the older people was telling them to do. Womp, 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 womp. Why? Because that's how kids hear you. You're not listening. So they don't see you on their level. They see you here. You don't know how it is out here. We all know life is the same, bro. We can keep talking about how the 70s, how the 80s, how the 90s, how the 2000s, whatever, early 2000s. It's not about that. It's about right now. You ain't 18 no more. You fucking 35, 36, 40, 50, what the fuck y'all name, whatever y'all are. Why are y'all kids out here dying? Why do you got 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 fucking followers on Instagram, on Facebook, but your kids are out here dying? I bet you that shit hit hard, didn't it? It hit hard, right? It hit real hard. I know I used to bite my tongue. And I used to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to show people the real side of what I am. But I refuse to stop. And the reason why I think I stopped my podcast back then, because maybe I was a little too real to do that. And it's a different thing. But the ownership has to be there. You have to continue to do it. So I'm gonna continue to be that voice. I'm gonna continue to put it out. And sometimes, hey, I might have one person look at this, I might have a million. I'm gonna keep doing this because someone has to hear this. Someone has to hear therapy. Somebody has to have that meditation. Someone has to know that someone has a voice for them. And I don't want to never get too big to where my voice is going to overshadow my community, because they are always going to be with me. So the bigger I get, the bigger my community is going to get, because the bigger I'm going to make and bring attention to the problems within my community, Louisville, Kentucky. I love my city. I do anything for my city, but at the same time, my city ain't doing shit for itself. They ain't doing nothing for itself. It hurts me, the injustice that is happening in the Black community. It definitely hurts me that what is going on in our community, but we have to also fix our problems. We have to shed light. We have to have the world see us in a more positive way for them to really say, hey, these people are really, 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 really important to us. And we want to protect these people. We can talk about melanin all we want to. We can talk about all that, but we not out here living good. We not out here eating good. We not out here taking care of our bodies. We not out here defaming ourselves, emasculating our man, degrading our women. We are the only culture that make continuous musics about degrading our women. There's nothing that America sees as a beauty besides a fat ass when it comes to a Black woman. That's all they see. Because everything else that deals with a Black woman is whole bitch slut, whole bitch slut, whole bitch slut, thought, whole bitch slut, thought, whole bitch slut, thought, whole bitch slut, hot, whole bitch slut, hot, whole bitch slut, hot, slut, ho, oh, make it rain in this bitch, make it rain on these hoes. You a sturdy ass bitch, you, and y'all love that. Y'all love that. I love hearing y'all name being mentioned in so much elegant and beautiful way. You slut ass bitch. Make it rain on you thought ass hoes. You bitches so no good. Make it ski, 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 ho. Oh, make it rain on you bitches. Bitches. Make it rain on you hoes. Hoes. And that's a fucking bestseller. It's gonna kill. It's a murderous song. It's destroying. You have rappers like Mos Def, Common, KRS-One. You have cats like Jay-Z that changed his life. You got Nas out there. You got people that's actually motivated and have changed their life and are pushing out good, valuable music that's going to help the Black community. It's going to help build and lift the Black community. And yeah, I know we got our things with Jay-Z. We say, hey, Jay-Z was this way, but also at the same time, you can see a growth in Jay-Z. You can see where Jay-Z was and where he's at right now. And if you can't allow a motherfucker to grow up, if you can't allow a person to mature, then who the fuck are you to judge somebody? Because you still the same person you've been for the last 10, 15, 20 years. A lot of y'all quick to point out other people's flaws, but you're not growing. See, the reason why I can point out other people's fucking flaws at the same time, because you can see a real true growth in myself. The things I need to mature up on, I need to fix it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to talk shit about the people that's not growing. I'm definitely going to talk shit about people, because at the end of the day, it is about you protecting you and your family and your culture and everything about you. We're so fucking confused. Y'all give a fuck about the versus battles? Fuck y'all versus battles, dog. I don't give a shit about the versus battle. You think I give a shit about y'all when y'all ignoring the fact of what is going on out there? Not the coronavirus. I'm talking about the Black men that are out here killing each other. Black kids that are killing each other. Fuck your versus battle, Swiss Beats and Timberland. I don't give a shit about that. Raise money and donate it to the black poverty to the areas. Go do that. Yeah, okay, kids gotta do after school, kids gotta stay home from school. I'll tell you this, I've never been so much more proud to save more black lives than to say keep they little asses in the house so we can save every single one of them. Yeah, I don't want them outside because we don't know how to act when we go out. You ever heard that before? I ain't gonna always tell y'all what y'all want to hear. Sometimes y'all gonna be on my side and sometimes y'all not. That is the power of radio, and that's the power of having your own voice. Sometimes people aren't gonna agree with you. I don't give a shit because I might not always agree with you, but I will listen to you. I will understand it and I will consider it. I've never been one person that would sit there and talk down about a person, not knowing that I have flaws. I know that I have flaws. I come from an era full of flaws, but I have learned from my mistakes and I've grown. You can see throughout my track record that I not only have grown, but I've brought people with me. People can talk about, hey, Romeo, you was a male stripper, you was this, but I employed so many people as a male stripper when it came to women coming to the place. And I have always uplifted my community. It wouldn't matter where I was working at McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell. I brought people in with me. Let me help. But also not only as a male stripper, but I would leave it and be out at a show in Cincinnati or Chicago and drive all the way back to Louisville, Kentucky to get up on a Sunday morning and go help teach young black kids a voice. And I wasn't talking to them kids about church. I was talking to them about survival because I believe that's what I need to do. I need to help raise and build my community. I don't give a fuck if you selling dope, whatever you do, get up the next morning and go out there. Y'all can talk about what Nino Brown was doing, but also this man was handing out turkeys, right? Yes, it's bad. But hopefully they change over time. Yeah, it's bad. We got our problems, but we need to police our own communities. We need to put our own police in charge. We need to make sure we take care of we. It ain't gonna always be flowers, but yo, we gotta plant the seeds. We gotta plant the seeds, and that's one thing we're gonna do here at C Students. We're gonna do this. So thank y'all for tuning in this morning. I know I see y'all comments and everything, and hopefully I said something that neither rattled you up, made you not like it, made you love it, but I'm glad everyone is following this. I'm Andre Mulligan. Follow this, like this, C Students Podcast. Every single morning I'll be doing it Monday through Friday. At night, we have our Confessions of an Ex-Male Whore. Follow me, share this content, share this video. Thank you, Andre Mulligan. Every single morning, follow me. Hey. We have this been heard.